Hey YouTubers, it's Jeffrey Howells Carpet Cleaning here, and we are on our final job of the day. Now, I'm actually going to take this in two phases as far as the what we're cleaning up today. Here on this side of the house, and the reason why I'm saying we're splitting the house up is because we're coming through the garage for half the house, and then we're going through the front door for the other half of the house, and that's just so that we don't have to run lines throughout the entire place. So it makes it a little bit more convenient. So what we're going to be using, the dog here, aging dog, urine and stuff on the carpets. We're going to be using our sodium carbonate because it is a very good natural deodorizer. It works very well. It's got cleaning properties, carbonated water, all sorts of good stuff. So boost it with some peroxide, sanitation purposes. It does very good job. So, we're going to clean that room there and this one in here. And now, this is where there's potential odor stuff going on here. So, I'm going to, after our pre-vacuum that we're going to do, which is phase 1 on this side of the house, I'm going to go ahead and put down a good deodorizer all over the place. I'll show you what that is in a moment. But we're going to vacuum this first, and we are going to be using our three-phase approach. I have deliberately broken things down to 3 phases because you don't need to be itemizing everything that you do on your web page or whatever, saying that, hey, we have this 9-step, 12-step, 14-step cleaning processes. The customer doesn't care. The customer wants clean carpets. So I figured they can relate to what you're doing a lot better if you just put it in 3 steps. Say that you pre-vacuum, which nobody pre-vacuums. You apply your cleaning solution, you agitate. That's phase 2, and phase 3 is a steam cleaning process. That right there makes absolute sense to them, especially when they're calling around and they quickly learn that nobody else does any pre-vacuuming. So that's really weird because I know that my competitors, franchise buddies, they're not really my friends or anything, but none of them pre-vacuum. None of them. Called around. I asked different customers. I've asked different. When I rub shoulders with them in the warehouse picking up supplies, nobody pre-vacuums. So that right there is very unique. People call me back just because I pre-vacuum. I get callbacks, and I'm gonna give you some information about what I believe results to a lot of people doing price shopping. Yeah, it will open your mind a little bit, I hope, to possibly use it as a tool to pick up extra business. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started here, and that will be a video for another time. And yeah, we're going to do awesome work. So what we're going to be using today is Kill Odor Regular by ChemSpec. It's a very good quality product. I've gotten rid of skunk smell and all sorts of stuff with this. Pig even. Pig peeing all over a pet pig peeing all over. It probably started out with like one of those little miniature pigs, but then it got really big as little pigs grow up. And I think it was probably eating all their table scraps and everything. I mean, it was literally... It looked like dinner is what it looked like. It looked like it could be a good Hawaiian roast. But anyways, what this does is this mixes down to 5 parts water to 1 part of this product here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up our container using this measuring cup so that for every 5 measuring cups full of water, which is kind of a slow way to go about doing it, but you really do keep the measurements precise and you're not wasting a bunch of product. So for every 5 of these, we're going to do 1 of those. And I got a gallon container, so 32 ounces only goes into a gallon about 4 times anyways. So we're probably gonna, I might as well make it a little bit heavier just so we can keep track of it better. I don't know, we'll play around with it and see what we're gonna do. I usually like keeping things squared. off in, you know, blocks of 4 or 5, or not 5, but blocks of 4, because 4 tends to work with gallons and quarts and pints and all that sort of measurement. Sometimes metric measurements work better for you, but you know, we just have to deal with our crazy American measurements. And so I try to keep those rounded off as best as possible so that we're not using or having to recalculate how much product we're using or how much we need to use. Like sometimes this gets a little annoying using a hydroforce. You know, depending on the tip you have, how much do you put in there. There's 5-quart container, how much product do you put in there. It's roughly, if you're using the tip that it came with, which I believe is 9 to 10 spray, or 9 to 15, I mean. So with the 5 quarts, it's roughly 6 gallons. So you would mix that 5-quart container up with a dilution to make 6 gallons, and that usually is more than sufficient for anything that you're doing. So it ended up working out perfect. And this is a hydroforce sprayer. It's actually 1.5 gallons, so that's 6 quarts. Our measuring cup is a quart, so we put in 5 quarts water, 1 cup product, a quart product in it. Ratios worked out perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and pre-treat all the carpets here. Again, this is just for deodorizing purposes. I'm gonna treat this side of the house with this stuff, and then I'm gonna move over to the other side and just do a steam cleaning over there. And then after that, I'll come over here, pre-treat with our sodium carbonate to get a good additional natural deodorization, as well as lifting all the stuff from the deodorizer out of the carpet. It's supposed to have a rinse. Technically, you could probably get away without it, but I don't know what kind of residues really that this stuff leaves behind, so it'll be a good idea just to rinse that stuff out. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've pre-sprayed both this room and the family room over here with our deodorizer, Kill Odor Plus, and then we went ahead and we, I'm sorry, it's Kill Odor Regular. There is a Kill Odor Plus. At the top of my mind, I can't remember what the difference is between the two. But I think they're very similar, whatever it was. But anyways, we went ahead and took our grinding broom and we agitated. Now, every time I use this product, I'm always surprised in remembering how good that stuff actually smells. It does have a very nice scent. In fact, I might work it into a Premium Plus package where I just deodorize everything, because it really does add a very nice, pleasant scent to it. It's deodorizing, but it's a lot more expensive than just, you know, throwing a cheapo $16 a gallon scent into your cleaning solution. This stuff is more like $50 a gallon, so you want to be a little bit more conscious there with what and how you're using it. Okay, this right here is a 3-phase cleaning. We just finished up here, wall in the dining room. But what we did was we went ahead, we heavily vacuumed, and then we went through, we pre-sprayed, we agitated, we let it dwell for a few minutes while we were bringing our lines in, and then we extracted with about 230 degrees of hot water, and it always looks absolutely beautiful. Alright, carpet's cleaned and raked out. Now you guys, another reason for raking out the carpets, not only to get the lines out. I know there's debate of whether people like those shark tooth patterns or not. It really helps to set the nap so that there's more airflow in the carpet to dry faster. Now, if your customer knew that, would they elect for their carpets to dry faster, or for there to be shark tooth patterns in the carpet? You know, if you're waiting for furniture to put down, I think I would sacrifice the shark tooth patterns for faster drying carpet, so I can get my furniture back down. Just a thought. That right there is a stain that's been there since the last 4 or 5 times we've cleaned. Cannot get that out, so that may probably permanent. But all the rest of it, I mean, all of the urine stains that were all over the place, the sodium carbonate just annihilated it, as well as the kill odor regular that we use. I mean, it smells real good in here. It will fade out, but it deodorized everything. There's not one trace of anything left in here. But yeah, I'd say let's close this guy up. Excuse me. Let's come over here where I've got this sprayer, this Hydroforce polyurethane spray bottle. It does have a pretty hardcore spray nozzle on there. See, unlike most of your cheapo guys that just have that little plastic wand that's like metal, hard plastic casing there on the gun. Very high quality, and it worked perfect for what we were using it for. We basically made up our kill odor regular in there and applied it with this, while we applied the sodium carbonate solution that we use as a pre-spray on everything else. So as a quick cap of what we did today, we applied yeah, let's stop. Hey, thanks for watching today's video, you guys. I hope you were able to pull some nuggets out, or at least, you know, be able to take some of the things that I have done and maybe be able to duplicate them in your own cleaning, what have you. If you have any comments or questions, do put them in the space below, and I will get to those as best as I can. Again, if you're looking for carpet cleaning services in the Southeast Portland area, my name is Jeffrey. You can call me directly right there, 503-939-0534, and have a blessed day.